Hello, 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 hello. Sorry if I'm a couple minutes late. I was paying attention to other stuff. I'm gonna work on this for a couple minutes while people come in. I'm not gonna take up the whole afternoon with this, but since I'm gonna wait till folks get here. So if I work on it a little bit, I wanted to have it done. Hi, Julie. I wanted to have it done so that I could what do I want to say? Tie the charms on for you this today, but I'm not going to get to it. So, do you have to go to work today, Julie? once everybody gets here, I will I have some things I want to talk about, and then I'll do my little book page and stuff like that. So no work today. Yay. Hi, Patricia. Hi, Melody. Welcome. Welcome. um as I was saying, I'm just going to work on this for a few minutes until most everybody gets here. Uh, then I want to talk to you about our Thursday project with Lisa and the postcard project and some things like that. But I just want to wait for a few people to come in. Oh, you're going for your flu shot? I don't know if Jeffrey got his or not yet. Probably not. He probably won't get that till fall. Hi, Vanessa. I hope they're all doing good, Vanessa. I'm about wore out. It's been a long day already. Jeff got up early to go out to the beach to metal detect, and so I got up even earlier than usual and did my couple of hours outdoors. And hi, Sharon. I'm sure it is, Julie, but we're just going into summer here, so that's part of it. Sharon, did you notice that I have put up a video about the postcard swap? Hi, Barbara. Um, we're getting most everybody here. I'll just do one or two more of these, and then I'll talk about stuff. And working on my room. I could be working on my room for months and months and months. So, but I've been working on the yard and trying to make beads every day. It's not happening, but I've been trying to make beads a lot of days. And I'll bet you that if we give Barbara a minute, she will put a link in the chat for us. Barbara, could you, if you would, put a link for the postcard swap? Okay, my phone is making noises, so give me just a minute, guys. Let me. Find out what that is. Barbara's gonna go get it, Sharon. Um, no, not important. Um, those of you who don't know, we had a discussion about doing a postcard swap, and I said I'd figure it out. I sort of have it together. Nobody has told me I forgot anything, so I'm guessing for the most part, everybody has that's watched it has said that they understand the rules. Hi Nashua. Hi Sherry. And I try not to make too many rules. It's just that if we want to bind them together into a Fibsville book, they need to be horizontal. And the video I put up explains all that. And I am going to start making a postcard probably every Sunday for a little while, just so that we get ideas. You bought a pack of acrylic paint pens, hoping the white would work on paper. Barbara just put the postcard swap information up where it's got dates and times, and I think I gave everybody lots of time to make their postcards and to get everything together. I'll put that over there. This kind of postcard doesn't work. It needs to go the other direction, like this one. It needs to go this way so that when we get them all, we can bind them in a book. And that's the biggest rule about everything. But the postcard swap video that Barbara just posted will have all of the information in it. And like I said, I'm going to be making postcards pretty much every week. I'll just make one. I am going to use my ones with the rounded corners, but they do ship through the mail better with square corners just for information purposes. I didn't realize that until I was sending them to Mom recently, and the ones in my other book from last year, the ones I rounded the corners got chewed on more than the ones with square corners. So it's just one of those things. But I think we'll start. Julie, the Posca pens are, some of them are very white and some of them are not. This Uniball Signo Broad pen, if you want a tiny line, they're the best thing I've ever seen as far as a white pen. The Posca pens are my second favorite, or my favorite for anything fat. I was gonna get this off. Oh. That would happen. Yeah, some of the Poscas, some of the white Poscas are opaque and some of them are not. And I think sometimes it's just how old they are and whether or not you shake them really good in the beginning. Hi, Peg. Welcome, guys. I'm going to do a little journal page, and I forgot last week. You know, it's been so long since I did anything that I had sort of gathered junk off my table. This is stuff that's, some of it's good stuff and some of it is stuff that really should head for the trash, like this. But those are the things I like when I'm making pages. So that's what I'm going to do today, is I'm going to use stuff out of this little basket. That's Carol. Hi, Carol. Yeah, Julie, see, some of them are really good and some of them are not. And the thicker ones seem to be, it's really a half dozen. I can't tell you. It's hard telling, Julie. They're kind of pricey for sometimes when they don't work, but sometimes when they don't work, I just go back over it again. Anyway, so I'm going to do a little journal page in my little tiny, this is my trash bin journal, where I take things out of it, the things that should really go in the trash. Sometimes they do, sometimes they don't. I'm just looking for stuff, guys. There's some words. We might find the words. Maybe we'll use some of that. These are fun. These are the outside of some stamps, where the stamp, where you peel the stamp out of the center of it. So those are the things I'm going to try to use. I have to look for a page though, because there's 4 or 5 pages left in my little book. So I have to find one. Aha. No, if I use that, I don't really want that blue page. It's not the right blue. Well, there's a map page. Both sides of the map need to be done. Okay. Does that mean we need to cover something up? Maybe we need to just cover it up. What do we have that we could cover it up with? We have a scrap. That's not bad. I don't like that. Sticking out too far. Peg's probably going to fall asleep. Been working in the I did a couple hours. I didn't do quite as long as I normally do outside this morning. I just had a lot of other things to do today, so I didn't stay out as long as I have been. Let's see. I don't know that that's all that exciting. It's interesting, but it's not necessarily that exciting. But I think we'll just do it and unloaded 14 bags of mulch, weeded and trimmed. I wish I could find some kind of mulch that worked real well here. We can't use wood chips here. Last time we got wood chips, we ended up with termites in them, so it's just hard to find a good mulch that I'm sure your back will. Oh, Barbara, you did a flip. I didn't see it. I haven't noticed it pop up. I wonder if they took me off your list again, Barbara. I'll have to hunt it. Okay. Cocoa bean mulch. I use cocoa core, which is it's made from coconut husks, but I don't know if cocoa bean would have the same issue we have with the. I think we better ink that. I didn't ink the other, which makes me irritable. Forgot. Well, Barbara, I don't know. When I first got home, I had somehow been unsubscribed from Mary's channel even. So I don't know if it's just, YouTube unsubscribing me again. I could easily have gotten unsubscribed. Julie, that works if it's not for all the channels. That's the problem, is that, I have a lot of channels that I'm subscribed to. To have to unsubscribe and resubscribe to each and every one of them would kind of be a pain. Okay. I was feeding the tomatoes calcium this morning. I forgot. I meant to tell Jeffrey when he got home, my sprayer is not, I'm having trouble with it. I can't get it open. I had to fill it through the little tiny hole. Okay. That's kind of cute. I kind of like it. They quit doing email. Hi there, Lisa. Okay. All right. I like that. Okay. I don't watch YouTube on my phone very much because it's so hard to see. So I don't know what mine does as far as notifications go. The next door neighbors are having a party. While I was out there this morning about 7 o'clock, they were blowing up some kind of bouncy house thing. I hope I haven't missed saying hi to anybody. Hello, everyone. I'm really glad everybody's here. I'm making my little junk journal page for my trashy bits. Go to lurk and switch to television. Okay. Oh, sometimes it gets in the way. When things pop up when we're doing live streams, sometimes they get in the way. I think I like it just like it is. Dang, that was kind of easy. That was unusual. Well, let's see here. Didn't use much of my little trash bits. Guess I'll save them for another day. I like it too, Julie. It was quick, but it came out pretty well. Oh, you guys need to go in there. Okay. So we need to date it. Oh, I think I can throw that piece away. There's a point where you got to put some of it in the trash can. You're going to doodle on your page when it dries. Great, Patricia. Yeah, it just came together real easy. Some days they do and some days they don't. So, okay, but we got to put a date on this one. And today is the 29th. It's almost June. Okay, this is May. 29th, 2022. Okay. Now then, I mentioned the fact that I put up the postcard video. I'm going to talk about that more later. Thursday when Lisa, let me back this out because it's going to need some room. Lisa and I are starting a cookbook journal. I'm going to put this, where can I put this? I'll put this up there. And I just wanted to show you some of the things. I showed some of it off Thursday, but we're going to start a cookbook journal. And it's going to be a journal with space to write in it. I'm not going to put special recipes or anything in it. It's going to have a cookbook theme. Birds in one, fussy cuts, and similar things in the other. Yeah, I like my little, I do like my little books, Julie. They come in handy because they're right here. Anyways, we're going to do a cookbook journal. It's going to have a cookbook theme. Both of us have decided that it's not something that we're going to put every recipe we know in, that kind of thing. It's going to be a themed journal with writing space. I have a couple of cookbooks that I got at an estate sale, and this is one of them. And in here, there's also a bunch of newspaper articles and magazine articles and stuff like that with recipes on it. So I have that. I have this old Betty Crocker cookbook, and it had some magazines stuck in it too. Some handwritten recipes. It's in really sad shape, but it'll have, this is for ephemera and stuff like that. Lisa sent me this book. That's what we've decided, that Lisa must have sent it to me, because this has some really cute different pictures as well as recipes in it. So I may use some things out of it. Yeah, Julie, the Betty Crocker cookbook is one of the this is just pages out of the Betty Crocker book. The Betty Crocker cookbook is probably one of the most sold cookbooks around. I have this book that I have been using pages out of that actually has pictures here and there, different vegetables and things like that I'll probably be pulling out of. I have this book, and it's got glassware in it. Now, I don't think shoes is going to fit, but oops, that's upside down. It's got things like pitchers and glasses, and probably ought to fussy cut some of these out, because I thought I would use them as little inclusion pictures type things. I have some recipe cards, and I dropped something the other day. Oh, that's what dropped. I have a couple of different things of recipe cards that I got from a thrift store. And they're real cute. So I'll probably be including some of them. I got some 3x5 index cards out because I figured that I will probably make some of my own cards to include. And this actually was mine about the time I went off to college, I think, or maybe before, I'm not sure. As you can tell, it's kind of old, but it has some nice, fun card papers in it that I really like, and it has some dividers in it. I won't be using my recipes, but I like the way that it's these are envelopes. I'll probably have to do some repair on them, but I thought they were cool. I like the little dividers, although I have some other dividers, but see these, while I'll have to do some fixing, these envelopes are really cool, and I may put some of them into the cookbook, into the journal. A lot of these recipes are handwritten, and this is my mother's handwriting. And this is called Crab and Rice Primavera, but I have never made that. So I don't know why my mother would have had that in this book, written that in that book. But it also has some of my dad's that's my father's handwriting. So I'm not going to use those. I might make copies of some of these. Okay, Lisa. I'm going to make copies of some of these just because of having their handwriting in it. Yeah, see, I've never made orange upside down French toast either, so I don't know. Now, Play-Doh, yeah, I've made Play-Doh. So, having that taped into there like that might be something I actually use. But depends. It's kind of cool having them taped in. So, I'll probably pull some things out of here, but I'm not going to use it all, and I'm won't be using the originals. I thought I was surprised when I found the different handwritings in it, Julie. I've decided this is going to be my cover, my base. I'm going to cover it. I think that I can cover it with something that will. I'll probably have to paint it before I cover it, just so that it works. But the other thing is in here, these dividers, I may use these dividers or a mixture of the two because they're really cute. The dividers in this one are really very cute. And I may pull some of these pages to put in here. Those are advertising pages. So that is what I have pulled out to start with on Thursday. Make Play-Doh for you when you were little. I made Play-Doh and we made ornaments and all kinds of things with it when my son was little. he didn't like Play-Doh very much, so it wasn't something I made a lot. But you know, if there was a special project, as far as playing with Play-Doh, that wasn't his thing. He honestly didn't like getting his hands dirty, so it was really surprising when he decided to become a mechanic. Anyhow, so that's what I have for Thursday, and we will be on my channel Thursday at 2 o'clock. Lisa and I will be together, and we will be starting on our cookbook journal. Sorry, I'm looking for my next thing of business here. Okay. As I said, Barbara, if you could grab that link again and put it in, I'd appreciate it. Let me bring you back in just a little bit. Where is it at? You're not going to zoom? Oh, okay. There we go. Anyways, we are doing a postcard swap, and I showed these last Sunday. These are just some little sample kind of things that I've done. From a glue book style one to one with a stencil. Just different things. So every Sunday for the next little, yeah, the postcard link, please, Barbara, if you'll stick it back in again. Every Sunday for the next little while, I'm going to work on a postcard. Okay, but I wanted to tell you about this one. I made this last Sunday, and I just simply painted this piece of photo paper, and I don't like it. It's too thin. It's just a little too thin. Probably go through the mail just fine, but for some reason, I don't like it. So we're going to have an experiment. Thank you, Barbara. It's finished. Okay, I put some paint on it. I did a little collage thing on it. So like I said, we're going to have an experiment here, and we are going to put a layer of napkin over the top of it with Mod Podge, because that will stiffen it up a little bit, and we'll see if that works or not. I've never just used the thinner paper, the thinner photo paper, without putting something down on it. So the fact that it was just painted, this area right here and that area is stiff enough, but the rest of it isn't. Now she can sit and enjoy entertainment. So what we're going to do is we're going to get out our brush and our Mod Podge. Okay. We'll see what happens. And I didn't get out any place to put it behind me, so give me just a minute. I've got to get out some something for the floor. And guys, I just use freezer paper. This is just freezer paper. It's shiny on one side and paper on the other. And I just put this down so that I can lay wet stuff down and not worry about my floor. Okay. Sorry, I had the paintbrush in my mouth. Julie, the other photo paper I have is heavier than this photo paper. I've never had to back it before, but this was just too thin to make me feel good about putting it through the mail. So my thought is if I put this over the top and Mod Podge it real good, you know how napkin just kind of blends in. This photo paper just seems to be a lot thinner than anything I've ever used before. So it would probably depend on the thickness of your photo paper. Now, if I let this dry, then it should dry enough where we can see what it's going to look like before the end of my live stream. But I'm not even going to try to take that off right now. I'll cut it off later. Hi, Teresa. But usually, Julie, I'm putting, let me find one where I used the photo paper before, because I'm quite sure that one. There it is, right there. Yeah, that was photo paper right there. And see, I Mod Podged the image to it. So when I Mod Podged the image to it, then it made it stiff enough. Now, the other thing is it was heavier paper too. So I think that's part of it. This photo paper is very thin, which is not a big deal if you're going to put any kind of background paper down on it. So this is barely heavier than what do I want to say? It's barely heavier than copy paper. So I was thinking about oh good, Avalanche City. Using some book paper on it. We're just going to stick it on there. Because that second layer of paper, your magazine images, whatever you stick on there, they're probably going to be good enough to make it thick enough to not worry about it. Did I get it? Of course not. I missed right there. There we go. Somehow or another, I didn't get the corner. There we go. Now you know, because this has got glue all over it, my scissors will be all covered with glue when I get done. But I don't feel like waiting for it to dry. This photo paper is thin enough, Julie, you can see the type through it, which is very odd. Okay. That just gives us a base to work with. Ooh. Some days. Hi, Barbara. Welcome, welcome. Okay, now we have sort of a background. That looks like fun. It would help if I had a scrap paper. This will do. Okay. Now what? I do too, Julie. It was a Hobby Lobby stamp. It is a Hero Art stamp. Which one is it? Let me see if I can get my eyes where K5314 from Hero Arts. From 2012. I got it on clearance at Hobby Lobby. A while ago. Or did Lisa get it and send it to me? I'm not sure. Lisa may have gotten it at Hobby Lobby and sent it to me. Okay. We have that much that far. Of course, we need some kind of a focal point image. Lisa sent it to me. There we go. So she got it at Hobby Lobby and sent it to me. So I fibbed. I didn't get it. Lisa got it. We're going to start with some grungy ink because, you know. Now this is wet. It would have probably stamped better had the paper not been damp. I didn't want to wait for it to dry. If you're making things for a swap or something, you can always do multiples. And just so you know, the double inking thing is a Jamie from APG Jamie thing. And I really like what it does. You ink with your color and then you go back with black around the edge. And it just makes your color stand out. Yeah, I like the rustic look to it. It probably would have stamped much that way. It's just that it's damp. Okay, so it needs a focal point. It needs, oh, you know, I have an image that I haven't been able to use. If I can find it. That might work. I don't know. Oh yeah, it's going to. Okay. I bought one of those long retractable clotheslines and we hung it outside yesterday so can dry things outside. Yay! Bye, Carol. Hi, Janice. We couldn't do that here, Lisa. They would take days and days and days. It hasn't rained for 2 days here, but it sure looks like it's going to. that bird is, I think it's going to be perfect on there. But I would love it. Okay. A gray eye, the sly-eyed, and brother is a brown one, full to release. Let's look at these and see if there's any of these that I like. I'll probably never fully become what I wanted to be when I grew up, but that's probably because I wanted to be a ninja princess. Okay. None of these are looking all that good. Oh, this one might be all right. Looking at morning dew serenading on the petals of flowers, and it is an ecstatic moment. This makes us realize that it is the simple pleasures of life that give us the most happiness. Let's see. I don't know. It might just be a one-word thing. Yes. Mm-hmm. There you go, Lisa. When you have no moisture, then you might as well use it for good. How does one become? Oh, okay. Well, maybe let's look at just the single words, because these. Let's see. What's in here? I would think so, Lisa. Mm-hmm. Julie, that happens to me quite a bit. Okay. Um, means groups of things, okay? Yeah, because I didn't associate it with bugs. Okay, these are not. None of these words are making me happy. At least they're not making me happy with this. So maybe I need These words sometimes are better. I'll just have to put those away in a few minutes. Maybe some of these words will work. Okay. Okay. What if we wrote believe your dream? I like that. That sounds pretty good. So we'll use this. And this. I had the word dream a minute ago. There it is. Hi, Janet. Okay. Let's at least put some of this away so that we don't get glue all over it. Okay. If I don't put it away, it's going to end up all over the floor, so I figure I better put it away. Hi, Kathy. Great minds. The quote I decided on for my little book was follow your dreams. Ha ha, they know the way. That's a good quote, Barbara. Okay, Lisa. Lisa finished her pizza, so she's either got to go get another piece or she's got to put her plate away. See? I know what she's doing. We're going to have salad for dinner. I even hard-boiled some eggs already. Okay. This little book is too full. Some days. Okay, so let's see here. Let's put them back here. If I put them in that side, it's not so hard to put them in. Joyce, did I say hi? I hope so. Hi, Joyce. I like that quote, Barbara. Okay. Okay. We need to cut this the rest of the way out because I didn't. And then I want to show you something that I learned with my postcards and all of the magazine images that I tend to use for my postcards. First, I'm going to put down the bird, and then I'll put the quote in. But used to be, what I would do is I would put Mod Podge on here, and thank you, Janet. I would put Mod Podge on here and then put the image down and then put more Mod Podge over the top of it. And magazine images want to curl and buckle a lot with Mod Podge. So then I tried using glue stick, and glue stick sticks it down and it's nice and flat, but when you Mod Podge over the top of it, it again wants to buckle and stick. Don't ask me why, I don't know. But if you use your art glitter glue, when you are putting those magazine images onto your page, for some unknown reason, you can almost go right back over the top of it with your Mod Podge, and you don't get the buckling of the magazine image. Sorry, I needed a drink before I start to glue because it makes me all messy. If I ever figure out a really good way to do this without getting messy, I'll let you know. But the best I can tell you is, for me, it seems to just always get messy. Gets my fingers messy. I thought maybe one of those what do you call those makeup brushes would be helpful, but I can't find mine. It went off somewhere. Just try to only put the glue on one finger. But you see how smooth that went down? Hi, Rhonda. I haven't seen you in a while. I don't know exactly why it is that the art glitter glue does that and the other does not, but it just seems like it goes on so much better. Okay, let's put the dream on first. And this is washi tape, but we know it's not going to stick, so we definitely have to stick it down with art glitter glue. Yeah, the silicone. Yeah, one of those silicone makeup brushes. I don't know if it would work better with one of those. The other thing is that I have been meaning to get a different container because I have just a minute and I'll show you. But I have art glitter glue in a bigger container because I always buy the refill. Let me get this word on. Okay. I always buy my art glitter glue in these big refills, And so what I need to get out is find a little tiny jar that I can cap real well so that I can just put my finger in it and slime it rather than trying to use it this way and spreading it out, because when you're trying to spread it and you only, especially if you're spreading it on something big and you only have this little tiny tip, it doesn't work very well. So I need to get a second kind of bottle for my art glitter glue, and I just haven't done it yet because I didn't realize that until like halfway through my trip that this works so much better. I found one at Dollar Tree, at our dollar store, Julie. Um, but it's curved. The tip of it was curved. So I cut it off straight, and but I didn't like it for Mod Podge. It doesn't really work really great for Mod Podge. So I set it aside, and I don't know if it would work better for this or then my finger. My finger may be the better choice all along. But okay, so now we need to go around those words a little bit. And we need to go around with something that's not going to move too much. So let's. We got to make some messy lines because, you know, we could Mod Podge this first and then put the messy lines on, but okay, I kind of like it. I'm continuing to use the paintbrush for the Mod Podge instead. Yeah, I like my paintbrush for Mod Podge. I think we're all just crazy busy right now. I've been going from early in the morning, and I mean, I was up at 6:15 yesterday and didn't go to bed till late. And okay, now we got to Mod Podge this. See, Julie, now this one, because I put that book page on it, it's way better for my postcard. Now, I could stamp back here, or I could do what I do a lot of times, which is just draw myself a nice line. And then sometimes I do fun little things with my line. Sometimes, you know, it calls out to be changed and altered. And of course my stamp will go right here. My return address, I always put my return address right there, real tiny, and then I put my regular address on the postcard like that. So, but we got to Mod Podge this because, you know. Yeah, and the Mod Podge help, and I always put 2 layers of Mod Podge on mine. Thank you, Barbara. I like how it came out. All the ones I send to Mom, I always put 2 layers of Mod Podge. Now, guys, those of you, if you're new or you're just listening, I do not use straight Mod Podge. I use what is called Collage Medium. Okay, and there's actually a video on my channel. Oh, I don't do a thick layer, Julie. I like to have I like to have a couple of thin layers. Yeah, I use a Mod Podge mixed. It's called Collage Medium, and there's actually a video if you're new to my channel. But it is Mod Podge and Elmer's Glue All. Do not use school glue. Elmer's Glue All. And I buy both of these things in very large quantities. So every so often I have to add a little tiny bit of water when I mix it. But it's about half and half, roughly. I don't measure. I just fill up this container and I fill up this container and I maybe put a spoonful of water in it. That is how I do my Mod Podge. Okay, I gotta show you something. You see right here and right there and right there where the washi tape is? It's not sticking. So a lot of times you have to go, once it starts to get a little bit dry, you go in there and you rub across it. And this is one reason why I always do a couple of layers, because there are things that Mod Podge glue mixture does not stick to, and washi tape is one of them. Well, actually, Sue Gerald suggested mixing the glue into the Mod Podge would help to make it where it was not, what do I want to say? Where it was not so sticky, like when you put your pages together. She said putting the glue in it made it not so sticky. Well, I kept experimenting with how much, and this seems to work very well. Now see, now it's staying. Once it starts to get sticky, it'll stay. Yeah, not the shiny, the plasticky things where the two pages go together and you have to go to pull them apart. If you use the glue in the Mod Podge, it seems to not do that. So okay, this is still wet, very, very wet, because I got it too wet. So we'll have to leave it for the time being. And I have sticky glue and this baby wipe's falling apart. I was too, Julie, because that's one of the things I hate most, is to have my pages stuck together. And you know, I do a lot of collage, so okay. It's not perfect, but it'll do. Okay. these baby wipes, look at, they're falling apart. Never had that happen before. All right. Let's make a tiny glue book page. Yeah, adding ink to it, I would think so. I would just go very, very light with the ink until you're sure how it's going to turn out. That would be my thing, Julie. Go real easy on the ink. All right, let's see. We need some images. So we will pull out a big old pile and see what we can come up with. Let's move this. No, that's not going to work. There we go. Couple of drops at a time. There you go. And don't do a huge container of it. Do a smaller container so that if you don't like it, you're not in, you haven't lost so much. I liked that last week. We may have to use that. And maybe that little guy. I kind of like that. And maybe these words. We'll see if I can make it fit. Okay. Let's try it with those images and see what we can get. Pour a little in a separate jar. Yep. Okay. We're just going to do one page here because we have to fill the whole page up. That's the rule in this little glue book. We have to fill the whole page up, which does take some work. For me, anyways. Don't know why this fish and that guy go together, but they do. Well, the Distress Walnut stain is water soluble, so it should go into the Mod Podge without too much trouble, Julie. that would be one thing that I could say, is that it wouldn't it would dissolve into the Mod Podge without too much trouble. Um, some days. It would depend on which color you like the best, Julie. You know, if you like the walnut stain, I would try the walnut stain. Um, ouch. Yeah, that's why I would try a small bit at a time till you figure out which one is working the best. I don't use enough. I have those pads. I just don't use them very much. I found that I prefer the archival inks, so I tend to use them instead. And so I don't tend to use my distress inks very much. Ah, Barbara, yeah. That would I have those art marab is it marabou art water soluble crayons, and I really love them. Excuse me, guys, I'm sorry. I really, really love them. I just don't use them very much. I don't know why. I guess it's because I use so much Mod Podge, that water soluble media, and because I used them for a while and just really loved how they worked. Okay, I think this is where we're gonna go with it, which I hope I can get it all in there. Well, that's the thing. It's there's a lot of things you can do with water soluble media, but if you're going to put Mod Podge on it, then that's where you run into trouble. And I guess I just haven't been doing very much that didn't involve Mod Podge. Although I do like this glue stick and doing these little glue books. They're kind of fun. Okay, let's. I want to put this. Let's cut these words off so that we don't have any chance of them showing up. I don't want them to show up. King sets. Wait, what? Yeah, Julie, King is a brand. Um, Marabou art crayons are one brand. It's the distress crayons are another brand. They're all like gelatos. Gelatos are very similar. Um, we're gonna hope that worked. Hi, Becky. Becky's gonna play in the postcard swap, guys. Okay. Oh. Yeah, the distress crayons do have a kind of an aged look to them that the other crayons don't have. Okay, so this went like that. Where did these guys go? This. Okay, this goes. Shoot. This went in there somewhere, like so. And this. I lost how this went. Don't you love it when that happens? Okay. Yeah. That way you don't have to put anything over it. That's true, Barbara. Okay, guys. Somehow I lost how this belonged on the page. These guys, they're there like that. And this is there like that. That can't be right. Shoot. Hi, Deb. Yeah, the what you do see here thing is a big deal in that book. Finally home. Lunch is finished and cleaned up. Oh, Julie. Oh, thank you, Julie. I think what I did was I glued that too far up. So it's too far up there, but I think I could fix it. That's what happened. This picture is too far up there. Julie sent me a screenshot. Thank you, Julie. That's bad. Yeah, I knew it was just getting very frustrating, and Julie knew it, so she fixed my problem for me here. Yeah. Plus, there's a little section for sketching, so I have made a sketch almost every day. Well, that's cool. I have not been getting much done at all lately as far as artwork. Everything has been so busy trying to get the yard, the garden, beads. Beads are very important, and been trying to make beads every night after dinner, which means that I'm exhausted by the time evening comes. Um, that's what we're going to do. We're just going to add another little layer to this so that I have more over there. Oh dear. Yeah, Lisa. Uh-huh. Because you don't want two of them. I will tell you though that when I was ordering jeans, and it was so nice to be able to um, take them back so easily, send them back. I really liked being able to order them and not have to go to the store and try to find them on the rack. And then when I found the ones that fit, I ordered 4 more pair, which was so nice. Okay, now this should work without any problems. Yeah. Thank you, though, Julie. I wonder which way the flower was. Yes, and that's another nice thing, Lisa, not having to pay the shipping back and forth. Okay, this flower was that way. This way. Yeah. On that line right there. Yep. Okay. With Amazon, Julie, I didn't have to pay any return. I did start going up the street near us. There is a place where I can send stuff back, which is really nice, not having to try to package it and everything. All they want you to do is have this little code, and they take it and send it back, and don't even have to worry about it. They package it. Now she said if I wasn't going to use boxes or bags or whatever, that they would reuse them. So I just take her all my boxes, and of course I haven't ordered much lately. Um, there we go. I like that. It was hard. Can you guys believe me that it was hard? Thanks, Julie. Let's trim it off. I have just a tiny bit sticking up above the page. Down there. Okay. something to draw on. We have a drop box, or I can put some things in a mailbox, and we have a mail store. Yeah, the mail store, thanks, Lisa. The mail store, or it's a UPS store is what it is, but they take the Amazon stuff in returns. Gotta have some messy scribbles, you know. Excuse me. I think those ladies need to be outlined, but yeah, you don't even have to box it up. When I take it to the UPS store, you don't have to box it. You don't, thank you, Janice. You don't have to box it. You don't have to tag it. You just take your little UPC symbol thing that they give you and walk back in with it. Yep, that's right. Okay, I need opinion. Let me see if I can bring you in a little closer. Because I think that I ought to kind of go around these ladies, maybe with a black ink pen with a tiny, tiny black line. And I'm gonna put stuff away while you tell me whether or not what you think. If I can get it together. At least on the white flower side, yes. Okay. Yes, that should look good. Okay. Well, we'll start with the place where it's just attached to the white, but I think it needs to go all the way around. I'm going to see. Go in there. Okay. Let's get these all picked up. Oh, come on. Some days. There. Okay. My ink pen has decided not to write on that particular piece of paper. Okay. Okay. I think I like that better than it did before. So I'm happy with it. Yay. Okay. Let's look at our postcards maybe. It's always hard to get back in. I think this is still wet. Yeah, it's still wet, but you can see that it's drying right there. It's not even going to hardly show that it's over top of this piece that I did already, and it's going to give it some considerably more body. Thanks, Julie. So I think that's I'm happy that I went ahead and did that. When it dries and because it's drying very clear right there. When it gets all dry, it will be much sturdier, and I won't feel so. I should have just, started with something that maybe a painty piece of paper or something like that, because usually that's what I do. I usually start with a jelly print. So if I had started with the jelly print in the first place, I wouldn't have this problem. But now that it's got the napkin on it, as soon as it dries, it should be sturdy. I'll show it to you next Sunday. Now then, let's see on the other one how dry it is. Well, it's just not drying very well in here today. But one of the things I wanted to show you is take a look at how smooth. Now there's a little wrinkle right there. Okay. I maybe didn't get it glued down as well, but look at how smooth the magazine image is. When you use the art glitter glue, instead of trying to stick it down with Mod Podge, it just seems like it's way better. So those are both little ideas. Some ideas for the postcards. Now let's see. This other book, I need to paint a page so that it's ready for next week. Let's see here. Let's do this one. Let's paint this one. We've got to have some paint. What do we want? Oh, stop falling out. Maybe some blue and some gold. That sounds like a plan. Blue and gold. Thanks, Barbara. Oh, guys, don't forget that we're doing Same Sex Wednesday again. It will start in June on the 15th of the month. That's the third Wednesday. Lisa, Barbara Clark, Jean Peter, Jamie, Maria's Miscellany. Okay, wait a minute. Barbara Clark, Lisa, My Eclectic Life, Maria's Miscellany, APG, Jamie, and Jean Peter Artist, and myself are all doing the Same Sex Wednesday thing again. This little book. Oh, thank you, Deb. It's been a lot of fun to play with these little books. There was a 3-pack, so I have one more. I had 2 ideas. The one idea was to cover this one. I have to cover the entire. You're welcome, Teresa. This one I have to cover the entire page with something. So the entire page has to be covered. In this one, oh, shoot. Oh, and me. Yes, and me. I was too, Barbara. Jamie's things were a challenge. But I accomplished. Anyways, that will start on the 15th of June. Oh, I was talking to Deb about these little books. This one, I put paint on a page on a 2-page spread, and then I don't have to cover the entire. This one's upside down because Tanya screwed up. That was one of my first pages. Anyways, the paint is a background for the collage, so it's a different kind of collage. Yeah, it is fun to see all of our works together, Teresa. That's one of the things I really like about it. Okay, that will be for next week. I really like that kind of background to play on. It gives you white paper. It leaves the lines. I just like it. Thanks, Julie. Little books, boxes, and paintings. Yeah, I do too, Deb. I hate to say this, guys, but I just can't sit here any longer. My back is really starting to hurt. So I'm going to show you today's projects, today's pages, and then I'm going to get off. I'm going to have to rest because I have to sit and make beads tonight, and it's the same kind of chair, so it's not going to be good. Yeah, it's pretty, and look how easy it was. The plastic tablecloth, and then, okay, I need a towel. And then just swiping it across there. Okay, this one is today's page in our little junkie journal book that I pull my tidbits that were on the table and use trash things. Lisa, did you? Yeah, Lisa, I've been up since about 5 o'clock and outside doing stuff, and so it's just my back. The weeding really gets to my back. So, anyways, this is my little my junk bits page for today. It had a little piece of this stuff in it, so I really like that one. And I made the postcards, which I'm not going to pick back up again because they're still messy. And then I did this page. And then I painted this page, which this one is really pretty, guys. I don't even know if the camera shows how pretty that is. Don't forget that on Thursday we'll be on my channel. Lisa will be on tomorrow night at 6 o'clock, by the way. Don't forget that. Thursday, we will be on my channel at 2 p.m. Central Time, and we're going to start our cookbook themed journal. I don't know exactly what I'm going to start with, but if you want to know some of the things that I gathered for it, the beginning of the stream, I showed all the little stuffs that I gathered for it. Hope I can visit a little later while I bead. Deb, you mean on your stream? I might be able to listen, but I won't be able to visit. Are you going to go live in a little bit? I'll see what I can do, but I might be able to listen. Then don't forget that, if somebody could pop one more time, pop the postcard swap video in. We're going to do a Phibbsville postcard swap book. Hopefully, if we get enough postcards, we'll do a book. So yes, at 4. Okay. I'll have to, yeah. Okay, Deb, I might be able to listen. I can't see the computer. Other people do watch TV and stuff. I don't know how they do that. I have to concentrate to keep myself from getting hurt. So anyways, guys, I'm going to go for today. I'll try to pop in later, Deb, and listen. And Lisa, I'll see you tomorrow. And guys, I love y'all. Thank you, Lisa. Lisa posted a postcard swap video. We're gonna do a postcard swap, and then in August I'm going to show everybody how to bind it. So anyways, guys, love y'all. Have a good afternoon. Enjoy the rest of your day. Don't work too hard. Bye-bye.